Hi, this is Jennifer with Hip Belly Dancer, and today I wanted to talk with you about hip circles. So there's two main types of circles in belly dance. There's a hip circle, and then there's the pelvic circle. So a hip circle is a big circle like this that's mainly coming from shifting the weight on your feet in all directions. And then there's the pelvic circle, also known as the AMI. That's this, and it's just coming from a pelvic rotation. So here I'm using a lot of lower abdominal, pelvic floor muscles to do the AMI. In a big hip circle, I'm more shifting my weight in all directions. So I feel the weight shift on the bottom of my feet. I feel it on the side of my foot here. I feel it in the front, side, heel, side, front, side, heel. So one thing that you want to think about is keeping your pelvis in a neutral position. So when you're doing a hip circle, don't have your pelvis fall forward here. Always keep it in that right posture so your back is more straight, and do your rotation from this position here. That's going to create a prettier hip circle than if you do this. It's also going to allow you to shift your weight and do traveling hip circles like this. So you can also think about a hip circle as being a combination of a hip slide like this. And when you do a hip slide, you're really using your oblique muscles here. If I had a line here right at my hip belt, that line would be going parallel to the ground, like this. So I get that hip slide. So now I feel the weight on the sides of my feet. I have my hip slide, and then I bring it front, side, back. And when I move it back, I kind of think about pulling my belly button into my spine. So I'm really using my abdominal muscles here, and again, I'm keeping this flat. So let's do it together. Let's go side, front, side, back, side, front, side, back. And try to make it as smooth as possible. Stay within your frame so that you're not going outside your normal range of motion, but you're keeping your upper body lifted. So there's not a lot happening in my shoulders and my upper body. I'm just moving, I'm orbiting my hips around my lower body. So I'm using a lot of abdominal muscles here as I shift my weight. So let's go to one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's look at it from the side. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I come back, that actually feels like a lot of effort. So it's interesting actually, because I've been a belly dance teacher for 14 years, and I have to say, and it's been really surprising, that the hip circle, the circle that we just did together, is actually one of the hardest things that I teach. Because you think it would be easy to do that, but it can be actually pretty challenging. So really enjoy that movement, really focus on your core as you do it. Really feel that weight shift around on all sides of your feet, and really pull your belly button back when you're in that back position. So don't ever let your back do this. Keep it. So if you think about your shoulders as the point that your hips are moving around, that might be a good visual for you. In the next video, I'll talk about doing a traveling circle, which again can be a little bit tricky because you have to really focus on where your weight is shifting. And I honestly did this move not correctly for a very long time. So I'm looking forward to sharing with you the right technique to do that so you can get it right the first time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.